Another night and I bleed. They all make mistakes and so did we.
Which band is this? What the fuck is this? It's not my song.
88,6.
So rockt das Leben.
Samu Haber from Sunrise Avenue. Hello.
Hello, hello.
Thank you so much for coming. My chair is whipping. Okay.
Built in Finland, probably.
Today is a big day. Your new album is coming out, Heartbreak Century. Also, when I think of the first single, I Help You Hate Me, Heartbreak Century, everything all right? Everything's good?
No, not at all. No. No, but I mean, like always, Sunrise Avenue started. I started my songwriting career with a song called Fairy Tale Gone Bad. It's like out of my life, out of my bed. It's easier to write songs about broken hearts and being angry or whatever than like, yeah, it's a typical Tuesday morning and I'm happy for it. Doesn't work. So, but it's quite rough. Actually, some of the new albums, Heartbreak Century's lyrics, text, and stories are really deep, personal, like really. And I even thought about it a couple of times, like, is it going too deep? But no, has to be the real thing.
It's always like a small path between, revealing too much of yourself. But if you don't put something yourself in a song, then maybe it's not relatable. Because if it's not a real emotion, then people can't relate to it, right?
But I think there's a lot of things that people actually can. But I don't know. There's nothing wrong. I mean, what? They can't hurt you with that. Even if I would say, let's say that we have a fight with you and it's really painful, whatever, then I write a song about it. What can they do? Then they only understand why we feel like we feel. But we don't have a fight.
I was getting scared actually right now. I thought
you're the guy with a Viking beard, so I'd be scared.
But you're like 1 meter higher than me.
1 meter? He's 90 centimeters tall.
Okay, let's talk about the first single, I Help You Hate Me. I think it's a really... I think it's kind of funny because it's an emotion that I always felt and thought about like after a breakup. It's like, it's good, forget me, but I help you hate me. So is it not good to stay friends after a breakup?
I don't believe in that.
Yeah?
I don't believe in... if you want to split up slowly, like still having something going on and maybe growing apart, maybe that's the thing. But if you break up, you break up. If you quit a job, you quit the job. If you take new turns in life, you really have to take new turns in life. It's great if you can deal with it as adults, that you don't hurt the other and you don't try to make the other one jealous. That happens a lot too. It's very sad actually. But if you break up, I think you really have to break up and give the other one also the space to find new roads and new paths in life and not to hang on, to the other one. Because at some point one of you would want to okay, I don't want to see you anymore that much. Maybe then someday, year to half a year, I don't know, you can talk without the emotional thing, but I don't believe in splitting up as friends. There's always so much romantic feelings and everything that it always hurts. So why not take the whole shit once and leave and then maybe someday come back together as friends? Probably. Usually doesn't happen either, but maybe.
But there's one thing about these breakups, if you break up and then when you have a few drinks too many, and then you get a text, what are you doing? And
yes.
It's Friday night, and then you meet up. So that's kind of nice too.
Of course it's nice, but if that's something that both want, but if you really want to break up and if you really want to move on without the other one, the charity sex is probably not that's what you were talking about.
Sure.
It's not what you should do, but that's only my opinion. There's a billion different ways of living a life, and then there's one opinion from a tall Finnish guy, and that's my way I see them.
I think no one thinks you should do it, but it happens a lot.
It happens, but that's because you're lonely and then you're afraid of facing this world alone, and then it was so nice. Then you're a little drunk, couple beers, and then you're like, yeah, what are you doing? And then she's also lonely, and then that could happen, but you should try to avoid it. It's like quitting smoking. If you quit, you quit. You don't have this, but I'm a party smoker, but I just have one cigarette because it was a good movie. You don't smoke if you quit.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you can. It's all your business, but
It happens, yeah. It just happens. Yeah,
yeah.
you can't really avoid it.
But please don't call her next weekend. if
No,
you-
no, we're done. She doesn't talk to me anymore.
She doesn't reply.
So yeah, I helped
So
her.
you're stupid. He's a nice guy.
I helped her a lot. Hate me, so that's
helped her
that's
too
fine.
well.
That's why I like your new song so much, because I relate to every sentence of it.
Oh, wow.
I don't think that's good. Let's talk about you coming to Austria 2 times in November and then in spring
March,
next
yeah.
again. Yeah, you've been here a lot, and people here love Sunrise Avenue a lot. What's the thing you love most about Austrian audience and Austrian fans?
What I love the most about them is that Austrian audience never fails. But it's a funny thing. I said it on a stage on the first tour with Fairy Tale Gone Bad, like years ago. But it was always really loud. Like every time we played Flex by the river, and I think we played Arena as well, but really small places and like small spots in like Graz and in Linz and whatever. And it was always really loud. And then I don't know, maybe I had a couple of drinks that night, and I said like, Austrian audience never fails. And then the fan club, ever since we played in Austria, even if it's like Nova Rock or Donau Inselfest, or if it's whatever, there's always this like big sign with the Sunrise Avenue logo and Austrian audience never fails, Samu Harbor 2008, 9, whatever. But they are really loud. They really are.
Yeah,
Always. They sing like hell. I mean, not like hell, but loud as hell. So, and even I remember the last times we played here was a couple or 3 shows in Stadthalle, like with an orchestra or just with the band or whatever. And it always feels like a club show, even though it's like a massive, big thing. Super cool.
I think an audience can always just be as good as the band gives them the emotions.
Opportunity to be.
Yeah.
Maybe that's true. Yeah. But you have to do it together. The show, in a way. You also have to spank the crowd a bit, like, hands up, sing it with me, whatever, that you have to do it. But there are places like, some cities where people are a little cooler. Like, and you would think that it would happen in Vienna too, because it's the capital. It's the big city, the origin of music. It's Austria. It's like the classical things come from here. But no, they are still nice and cool and loud. Maybe they're a little crazy.
Absolutely.
Stupid.
Stupid.
Crazy.
Arena, you're playing in Arena in November again.
Yes.
That's a very special venue. It's like, it has a lot of flair, a lot of emotion. What do you think about playing there again?
Oh, it's actually the best thing about this tour is that we're going back to the venues that we played, not on the very first tour was like 200 people everywhere, but still like 2 years ago, when there's like only one small backstage room. It's small, you can see everybody, everybody can see, you don't have any screens or anything, it's just a rock show. And I really remember, I think it was one of the first shows in Austria, like years ago, and there's a back door at Arena in Vienna, and I remember there were some fans asking for autographs, which was the trend back then. Now it's selfies and stuff. And I was like, wow, Austrian people want my autograph. Like, whoa, it felt so weird. So I have to go back to that door, like, to see that if the strange smell is still there, and like, I'm in Austria and somebody knows me. Like, whoa.
I'm going to read some lyrics to you from Sunrise Avenue songs.
Okay.
And
Oh, Jesus.
we'll see if you can continue.
I did this in Poland, and I only had like 3 out of 10. That was really
Well, okay.
bad.
I only have 3 songs, so let's see.
Okay, I have to get one of them. Let's see.
Okay. Another night and I bleed. They all make mistakes, and so did we.
Which band is this? Another night and I bleed. They all make mistakes, and so did we. What the fuck is this? It's not my song. Is it? My brain is somewhere else. It's too early. Mom, take me home. Help me. Another night and I bleed. They all make mistakes, and so did we.
Yeah? Nothing?
But it's not that easy because you just read it. Okay, sing it. No, but
It goes on.
Is it-
But
it's-
we did something we can never turn back right. But we did something we can never turn back right.
that's Hollywood Hills. No, Fairy Tale Gone Bad. Fuck!
I've tried this game a lot of times, and it was never on the first one that funny as it was right now. Amazing.
Seriously? We did something we can never turn. Okay.
Do you need a lot of time to memorize the lyrics?
No, because I write them. But I mean, if it comes like that, actually in the show, if you forget one line, you're like, out of my... that's when you lose your confidence and you lose the whole show.
Okay.
But you never think of what you sing that technically. I mean, you don't really think, okay, next word is out of my life. It just comes out of somewhere. But
This
when
is a
you read
completely different
it like
situation.
this, it's like, what?
Okay, and now I'm very curious because I have two more.
Oh, Jesus.
Thank you for the morning walks on the
Oh,
sweet
that's Hollywood
sunset.
Hills. That's Hollywood
Okay,
Hills.
and what's the next line?
Thank you for the morning walks on the sweet sunset and for the hot night moments and the fantasy in my bed.
Okay, you got this one perfect. And the third one, no, I don't take for granted all the time you've wasted.
That's Lifesaver.
Yeah.
Jesus, it's hard.
and the next line?
You've wasted taking sacrifices for a fool.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so we had the luck to be the first one, the funniest one.
What is the next word? Bye Hollywood.
I think it is
Boulevard.
So I say. Oh, my friend. I think that's the next one, yeah? I don't have it here, it's just...
I have to
out of
talk to
memory.
my psychiatrist. This was too hard.
Okay.
Klaus, I have to call you tonight.
88,6.
So rockt das Leben. So rockt das Leben.